Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to CHI, your host Odysseus, and welcome to Dino Day, a new series that will focus on a dinosaur or any other prehistoric creature for every episode, giving you basic statistics, cultural effect, and my personal opinion on the creature in question. So let's start this off with a dinosaur big in every way, but popularity. Argentinosaurus. A part of the Titanosaurus clade, Argentinosaurus has been found primarily where else? Argentina. With the first fossils discovered in 1991 being gigantic vertebrae. It's been dated to have lived somewhere between 94 and 97 million years ago during the late Cretaceous period. And if you know anything about the late Cretaceous, you should know that sauropods are pretty rare. I mean, there are a few of them, but not nearly as much as the Jurassic period. And Argentinosaurus is more of a description of what would happen if sauropods have kept going on throughout the Mesozoic. Because this thing is huge, gauging at 115 feet long and 100 tons. Now a creature of that size has to raise a lot of questions. Like just how fast can you move when you weigh more than 10 school buses? Thankfully, science has brought us this answer, gauging them at 5 miles an hour. So I guess Argentinosaurus is not gonna win any foot races. Well, then again, he'll probably just reach his neck over and cross the finish line that way. And of course, a lot of scientists have been arguing where it belongs in the sauropod groups. Could it be related to that other long-necked creature, Saltosaurus, that we've been digging up bones of? Yeah, let's just argue this for the next 20 years. Much like other sauropods, Argentinosaurus would have lived in groups. And while we haven't found any eggs of the creature so far, we can infer that they might have laid their eggs like Saltosaurus, nesting in an incredibly large group with warm sandy earth and the like. And I might have joked earlier, but Argentinosaurus has been featured in a couple things. Like in this DVD I got from the Fernbank Museum in Georgia! But I know what you really want to see. Yes, the big guy has been covered by the same people who did Walking with Dinosaurs. Okay, kind of. It's really a spin-off. I'll save my opinions for another time, but to say the least, I was not impressed. But I will say they gave a pretty good representation, although the presence of Giganotosaurus can be called into question. I say that because a lot of people argue if Giganotosaurus existed at the time, though fossil dating tends to say so, so I'm gonna go with it. As for my opinion, well, we're constantly finding new gigantic sauropods that are almost one-upping each other with their size. I bet you 20 years from now we're gonna be talking about how small Argentinosaurus is compared to the new super duper super pod. But as of right now, I do like how South America was pretty much this continuation of the Jurassic period, while much of the rest of the world was evolving into ceratops and trianidids. So yeah, I think Argentinosaurus is still pretty cool. And really, I like putting the spotlight on dinosaurs that people don't know much about. I know that there are a ton of nerds out there that'll call me out on facts that I might get wrong, but really, I like putting the spotlight on dinosaurs that don't get to be in the big blockbuster movies. But for now, let's draw out of this dingy hat for the next dinosaur. Velociraptor.